guys, it's Abby from Hey guys, it's Abby from Make a Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my weekly makeup basket. I wanted to pop on and say hello. Look, I'm makeup free today with these little faux braids. It's just twists. Anyways, I wanted to say hello real quick, eyeball to eyeball. How y'all doing? I'm gonna show you how I have been storing my picks from each week. I'll have a video coming up next week where you guys cleaned my beauty room with me and you saw me reorganize, but since that video won't be up till next week, I just wanted to show you kind of the new system. And also I did end up getting those new storage containers like I talked about last week. So if I forget to link them in this video, they are in last week's weekly makeup basket. So if you want to just talk about makeup for the next 20-ish minutes, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, so this is a desk that I use as a vanity, and in the, oh, hey Morty, what's up little baby? With my unicorn slippers, ooh. Okay, yes. All right, so here is the current setup. Here are Project Pan items. I talked about this setup a little bit in the video this week, which was my Project Pan update, 2020 update number 1. A little late, but so, and then backup sponges. But these are the products that I am panning currently, and then these are the makeup basket items. And yeah, these are products that are just live here apparently. Okay, so Natural Lust is the palette of the month. In this week's video, we will do a poll for next month's palette, so stay tuned for that in this video. And then here are all of the products that we pulled last week. So last week was a lot of new makeup. The Vanilla Truffle palette, I have only gotten through 2 colors on here, and I really did like them, but I'm going to keep it out for 1 more week and try to use the other 2. Still love the IT Celebration Foundation Illumination. This on top of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea was absolutely stunning. So love that, but I guess... okay, I guess we'll put it back. I don't know, we'll see what happens. We'll put back the Cover FX. We'll leave those out. I actually didn't use the Smashbox at all, so we'll leave that. We used Tarte Exposed, love that. We used the Becca, this one is in Royal Glow. I swatched those in last week, so you can check them out if you want swatches. I used this a lot and absolutely loved it, which is the Maybelline Super Stay Crayon in 30 Philosopher. So we will put that back. I love the Chocolate Brownie eyebrow. Yeah, eyebrow pencil. I actually didn't get to using Petal by Becca, so we'll keep that in. Benefit Roller Lash is what we've been using. Y'all, I love this e.l.f. infused bronzer. This is what I was wearing in my Project Pan video. And I also love the blush, but we'll put those back in. Also in the video, I was using, I think it was like this color from the palette, or this one. I don't remember, I'm sorry, but yeah, so you can see those a little bit in me wearing them in those videos. These are my go-to powders that we will keep here, and we'll go ahead and keep this one, and then we'll keep Natural Lust for 1 more week. Oh, and then I used this Melted Too Cool a lot, so we'll put that back. So that is a recap, and this is my storage. So let's shop the stash and fill it up. Okay, before I put you on the tripod, I will just show you a little overview of what we're looking like for storage. Okay, so I put all the palettes together instead of being on either side of this container, just because I think visually it makes more sense, since that's the only thing that is not in like storage containers. So all of this is from Amazon storage wise. So I ended up getting another taller set of these. So I had these last week, and I basically had everything on this row last week. And this is foundations, foundations. And this is primers and setting powders, concealers, backup mascaras, and lip products. I didn't say, but this is all eyes. Okay, so then you go down. Hey, little Morty baby. Okay, and I got more of the taller ones and more of the shorter ones. So all of these are from Amazon as well. And so the new taller ones, I put all of my eyeshadow palettes in, and then I put the two shorter ones all of my bronzer. So I split them up into two so they're not so crammed in there. They do all fit in one, but like barely. So you kind of have to like wiggle and shut the drawer really fast, and I just think it was too cluttered. So I got that. These are all blushes, and then I had these two, so I just divided up the highlighters. Again, they fit in one, but super crammed, so I divided up. And they're not split up in any way except for by shape. So those are the circle bronzers. Those are the square bronzers. Square highlighters and circle highlighters. I don't have enough like drugstore versus high-end to split them that way, so it wouldn't help the crowding issue if I split them like that. So that's where we're at. So now we are going to just dive in a little bit closer and pick products for next week. Okay, we are going to skip again the top row, which is eyeshadow. So just to explain briefly in case you're new here or haven't watched in a little while, but I'm doing, instead of panning a palette in 2020, I'm alternating a palette of a month. So by alternating, I mean 1 month we do one eyeshadow palette that I use the whole month. So this month was the Too Faced Natural Lust palette that I used all month long. So while I'm using that eyeshadow palette, I don't pull anything else from eyeshadows. And then the next month I do a face palette. So when I have a face palette, then I don't pull any other face products. I just stick to that one face palette. And then that allows me to switch off. So with this month being an eyeshadow face palette, I've been free ranged for all of my face powder products. But next month is going to be a face palette, which you guys are going to help me pick by voting in this video. That means I'll have a full range, free range of my eyeshadow palette. So that's kind of what we're doing. So we're gonna skip these just for this week, and then next week we'll have full game on those. So yeah, we'll move right along. Okay, so we're gonna start in here first, and we are gonna pull out a primer. I am basically done with a primer and a project pan, so I thought we would just play a little bit with the collection before we dive into another project pan primer situation. And what I want to pull is this guy. This is the Touch in Sol No Problem primer. So I want to give this some love. And Jared's in the kitchen. Hey. No Problem? That's what it's called. That's crazy. You guys agreed or related to what I was saying last week about Project Pan. Basically, changing my thoughts about it. I don't want to like re-say what I said last week, but you guys agreed, and this would be like an example of a item that I could see myself panning down the future, because I don't love it, but I don't dislike it, but it's definitely not something I would repurchase down the road. Whereas the Laura Mercier foundation primer in Radiance, I basically always have one of these in my collection, so it doesn't make sense to pan them. I just need to use them and enjoy them. But items like this that are like, they're good, I just don't love it, definitely something I could see myself painting down the road, but we will pull it this week 'cause I do like it. I just don't like love it, you know? Alright, and then we kept the powder for last week, so that's great. Alright, and then I do have the CC Plus by IT Cosmetics that I'm panning, and I think it would be really pretty to mix in there like a more illuminating foundation, because I would say it's like a natural finish. It's not matte by any means, but I think it would be cool to mix something in that's like dewy. Let's try, ooh, these two might mix well together. I say if you're gonna mix foundation, do you want to mix like similar consistencies? So they're both of these, this and the IT Cosmetics, they're like a little bit thicker, not super runny. So these might actually mix really well together. So this is the Too Faced Do You in Almond. I got this from TJ Maxx a little while back, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago at this point, but I think it might be too light of coverage for me. I'm not really sure. I haven't played with it enough to be honest, but I'm gonna pull it and I will mix it in with the IT CC Plus and see how I like those two together. Okay, so that's great. We're done with these two. Isn't it like, it's just so nice, right? Like, I like that these foundations will fit standing up, and this one, the Revolution Hydrate and Conceal, is like my tallest foundation and it fits in there just fine, so that's cool. Lips. Let me scoot you over. Alright, so last week we had the Too Faced Melted, so we'll take her back home, and then we had the crayon. I think I want to pull in, well, I love pulling in this guy right here. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this one is in 100 Philosopher. And it's like this really pretty cool tone gray color. Love that. Pull that, and I am panning a gloss. So I think I'm honestly okay. And I also have that petal from Becca still in from last week. So we'll just go ahead and keep it to that. But we do need a concealer. Okay, I am panning a concealer that's a little bit dark for me. So let's mix in one that it's like a small, I mean, it's small. Is it a small concealer collection? I feel like it's a small concealer collection. So it's not, like, right? Like, I'm just silly. Okay, so let's go in with this, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating. I haven't pulled this actually in a little while. I've heard people say they don't really like this, and I like it. This one's in light peach, and this is a good color for me, and I think it will mix well because the foundation that I'm panning is the old Urban Decay Naked Skin, which isn't like illuminating and or hydrating. It's just kind of another natural finish product. So yeah, we'll pull this out, and I think we're good then on this row. So let's go down to face products. Okay, like I said, we're going to keep in the BH Cosmetics Vanilla Cream Truffle palette. So I think I'm good on blushes, but I definitely want to pick out a couple of highlights. And I like layering highlights, so I usually wear like a couple each day. Here are my square highlights. You know what? I haven't used this one yet, which is the Steve Laurent Jelly Highlighter. This actually came in BoxyCharm, but my sister-in-law gave it to me. So, and I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to pull that one out, and I'll swatch it here in a moment. But let's look at our circle highlight. Do you guys like have yours divided out like this as well? Like, tell me I'm not alone. Ooh. Becca, this is another favorite. So let me put back the Tarte from last week. So this one is Becca Moonstone. another one of my favorites, super soft, has a huge dent in it. I don't know if you can see that, but here's what Moonstone looks like. I like this one because you can build it up and make it in, almost knocked over the camera. Build it up and make, or have it intense or natural. It's kind of your choice. So this one is in Cotton Candy. I've heard actually good things about these, especially as I watch people's Shop My Stash or their declutters. People usually end up keeping this. Yes. Yeah, that's pretty right here. So definitely looking forward to using this. Feels a little weird, but alright, like I said, we are good on blush, so I'll just go ahead and put my e.l.f. blush away. Yeah, we'll put it in here and move along for now. Forgot to put this back. Alright, I do need a bronzer that I want to... What do I want? What do I want? Ooh. I think my circles and squares are mixed up. Oh wow, maybe I have a lot more circles than I thought. There we go. Okay, we're bringing it together. Bringing it together. All right, where were we? What do I want? Let's go to this. This is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in Sunkissed. And this was in a lot of project pans, as you can see. And now it's just been dying in my collection like this. So let's pull that out and see how we feel about it for the week. And we'll give it a little swatch. This is one that like I sometimes am absolutely in love with, and then other times I'm like, it's horrible. I don't know why I feel that way, but that's what it looks like, so that's what we're gonna pick out. Okay, palettes next month, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna have in the eye a poll where you can pick which palette you would like me to see next month. So let me get out some options for you guys. We have 3 options. So option 1 is going to be the Cheek Stars Mini Reunion Tour palette by The Benefit, and this is a newer palette on the market. It has Georgia, Sugar Bomb, and Hoola. So if we pick this one, I won't pull any other bronzers for the month. These two can be used as blushes. This is too light of a highlighter, so we would end up pulling highlighters out if we pulled this. So that's option 1. Option 2 is the Holiday from 2018, the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4 by Hourglass. So this has setting powders, highlighter, blush, and bronzer. So if we pulled this one, if this is the one that's selected, I will probably end up picking highlighters to pair with it because this one's very natural. And we'll also pull out like contours. So I would only use this blush, or these blushes. Oh, dang, I keep digging into my palettes. But these blushes and this bronzer and these setting powders, but still pulling like a contour or a highlighter. Hopefully that all makes sense. And then this is the BH Cosmetics Glowing and Grease palette, relatively new. So it looks like this. So it has blushes and highlighters. So if we pick this one out for the month, then we'll have to pull in bronzers with it. So let me know in the eye which one you would like me to use for the month of May. And we will pick whatever your answer is. I also wanted to say I have another poll under the community tab, and it's what kind of videos you want to see from me. I put 3 options. One is a get ready with me, one is a haul review, and one was day in the life. And then I said, let me know other ideas if you have one that's not listed. And one idea that I had, sorry, you guys are just staring at the floor. One idea that you guys had, which I think is great, is doing a get ready with me haul review. So combining 2 ideas. So I would love if you went over it and completed that poll too, so that I am posting content that you want to see. All right, I'm going to put that all together. Okay, here is everything put together. No rhyme or reason, really. I just want to make sure that I can sit this flat here so it doesn't get like caught in the drawer. But how I've been doing my makeup is I'll just go ahead and sit everything on top, and then when I'm done with it, I'll put it away. So I'll put like my primer, my foundation, everything out, do my makeup, and put it away. And that has helped me really be intentional what? About pulling Project Pan items, but also making sure I use all of my weekly makeup items at least one time, although sometimes I clearly fail. But that is everything for this week's basket. I hope you guys enjoy. I really hope you take time to fill out both polls. I would definitely love to know your guys' thoughts. You guys are my channel. We are the channel. So let me know. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!